I Want Answers is made possible by...
After finishing high school, I immediately got married and started my family. Without a college degree, I found that pretty quickly my options were limited. When I started looking around for a college program for working adults, I quickly found that Rogers State was a great fit. They worked with me to get financial aid, offered classes that fit my busy schedule, and gave me personalized attention that I couldn't get at a larger school. Rogers State definitely started me on my professional career.
And by...
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA's low-cost, reliable power touches 75 of 77 counties in Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes in the state, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Today, GRDA's 500-member workforce continues to produce the same power for progress that has benefited the state for over 75 years.
And by...
At OU, you become
a free thinker,
a trailblazer,
a teammate.
You become relentless,
artistic,
passionate,
innovative.
OU's #1 in the nation in the number of National Merit Scholars enrolled at a public university and is a leading institution for academic excellence and value.
This is OU.
This is OU.
This is OU.
This is OU, the University of Oklahoma.
And by...
We face the day with purpose. We speak truthfully, if we need to speak at all. Promises are what we keep. Anger is what we don't. Whatever must be done, we do it. Until it's done. Until it's right. We show respect and work to earn it. We live this code. We are this code.
We are cowboys.
Are you a cowboy?
And by...
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
The Riverfield Ravens and the Hilldale Hornets are ready to jump into the 4th episode of this season of I Want Answers. Hello everyone and welcome back to the 4th season of Oklahoma's favorite academic game show, I Want Answers. I'm your returning host, Jeff Gaffin. In this 4th set, we have 2 returning teams. First, we have last season's runner-up, the Riverfield Ravens, and their challengers, the returning Hilldale Hornets. Before the show, we had a chance to meet the Hilldale Hornets. And now we get a chance to play catch-up with the Hilldale Hornets. How y'all doing? All right, please introduce yourselves with your name, your grade, and anything important you want to tell us.
I'm Hunter Quinn. I'm a senior at Hilldale High School. I'm in the front ensemble and band, and when I get out of high school, I'm looking into welding or automotive repair.
My name is Nathaniel Jared. I go to Hilldale High School, and I'm a junior.
My name is Jace Moore. I'm a senior at Hilldale High School. After high school, I plan on going to college and majoring in computer science.
Hey, I'm a junior at Hilldale. I'm John Fernandez, and I really like to cook.
You got good hair. And you have good hair. Thanks, y'all, for being here. The Hilldale Hornets. And we also had the chance to meet the Riverfield Ravens. And here we have a chance to get acquainted with the Riverfield Ravens. Hi. Please introduce yourselves, say your name, your grade, and anything interesting you want to tell us.
Hi, I'm Zach Davenport. I'm a junior at Riverfield. I've been going to Riverfield since I was 2. My favorite subject is German, and the teacher of our German class is also our coach for our team. After high school, I'm looking into architecture or mechanical engineering.
Hi, I'm Alora. I'm a junior at Riverfield. I've been going to Riverfield since preschool, and I ride horses in my spare time.
Hi, I'm Bailey. I'm in 11th grade at Riverfield, and I have 5 cats and 7 chickens.
Hi, my name's Ethan Landis. I am in the 11th grade, and I play viola for TYSO.
Thank you, guys. The Riverfield Ravens. Thank you, Ravens and Hornets. So, are you ready to play Riverfield?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Are you ready to play Hilldale?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you ready to play audience? I know that you all want questions, but remember this show's about what I want, and I want answers. We begin our competition with the speed round. These are individual answer questions worth 10 points each. Remember, teams, there is no conferring in this round. Are you ready? Yes. All right, here's your first speed question. Identify this academic degree. PhD. Yes, Hilldale.
Doctorate.
More specific.
Professional doctorate. I don't know.
Incorrect. Riverfield, you had a chance? Yes.
Doctorate of philosophy.
Correct. What woman protested enormous taxes on her husband's subjects by riding naked through the streets of Coventry? Yes, Riverfield.
Lady Godiva.
Lady Godiva is correct. How many Great Lakes are there? Yes, Hilldale.
5.
5 is correct. What former IRS official once again refused to testify before Congress? Yes, Hilldale.
Lois Lerner.
Lois Lerner is correct. Identify the state in which this mountain range is located. The White Mountains. Yes, Riverfield.
Alaska.
Incorrect. Hilldale, you get a chance? Yes.
Idaho.
Incorrect. New Hampshire. New Hampshire. More speed. Which of the 12 disciples was known as the disciple whom Jesus loved? Yes, Hilldale.
Peter.
Incorrect. Riverfield. Yes.
Paul.
Incorrect. It is John. John. And now we have a video question, a new addition to our season. This question is from the department head and assistant professor of biology at Rogers State University, Dr. Jerry Bowen.
Which of these orders are not anthropoid apes? Chimpanzees, gibbons, gorillas, howler, or orangutans?
Yes, Hilldale.
Gibbons.
Incorrect. Riverfield. Yes.
Howler.
Howler is correct. Math question. If you had in your pocket one coin of every type currently coined in the United States, how much change would you have? Yes, Riverfield.
$1.56.
Incorrect. Hilldale, you do get a chance. Yes.
$1.91.
$1.91 is correct. More speed. What physical damage occurs when a major artery to the brain is blocked by a clot or plaque on the artery walls? Yes, Hilldale.
Aneurysm.
Incorrect. Riverfield. No thought? Be a stroke. Stroke. It is easier to remember the presidents of the United States than to recall the men that they defeated for office. Determine which election loser was defeated by Lyndon B. Johnson. Was it William Jennings Bryan, George McClellan, Al Smith, or Barry Goldwater? Yes, Hilldale.
Goldwater.
Goldwater is correct. It's the only known place in the United States where nighttime temperatures sometimes remain above 100 degrees Fahrenheit. In fact, the highest observed U.S. temperature of 100... Yes, Riverfield.
Death Valley.
Death Valley is correct. CPAC or CPAC 2014 was held in Washington in March. What does CPAC stand for? time. That is the Conservative Political Action Conference. If you drove over the Mackinac Bridge, you would pass over the Straits of Mackinac. If you drove through the Holland Tunnel, under what river would you pass? Yes, Hilldale.
The Tyne.
Incorrect. Riverfield. Time is up on that. The Hudson River. More speed. What kind of songs did Stephen Foster compose? Yes, Riverfield.
Film scores?
Incorrect. Hilldale, you got a chance. Yes.
Good ones.
Good. Yes, true, but folk songs specifically. Folk songs. An upside down U in set notation denotes what relationship between two or more sets? Yes, Hilldale.
Union.
Incorrect. Riverfield.
Intersection.
Yes, intersection is correct. Well done. More speed. What name is given to the region of a circle bounded by a central angle and its intercepted arc? Yes, Riverfield.
Sector.
Sector is correct. The lowest pitched stringed instrument is the double bass. What is the highest pitched wind instrument? Yes, Hilldale.
Piccolo.
Piccolo is correct. If one angle of a triangle equals the sum of the other two angles, what kind of triangle is it? Yes, Riverfield.
Isosceles?
Incorrect. Hilldale. Yes.
Equilateral.
Incorrect. A right triangle. Right triangle. Who penned this line? Quote, "The best laid schemes of mice and men gang aft agly." Time on that. Robert Burns. Okay, and that timer means that our speed round is done. And after the first round, Riverfield has 60 points, Hilldale with 50 points. Close match. And now we enter into round 2, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by attempting to answer a speed question as before. The team that correctly answers one then gains the advantage and thus gets the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 5 points each. Once the 3 advantage questions are through, it goes back to speed questions to gain the next advantage. Just a reminder, teams, while speed questions can be answered by anyone, the answers for the advantage questions must come from your team captain. Are you ready? Here's your speed question for advantage. And it turns out to be a video question. And this question is from the executive director of the Will Rogers Memorial, Mr. Tad Jones.
What religious leader visited President Obama despite the stated displeasure of the Chinese government?
Yes, Hilldale.
The Dalai Lama.
No confirming.
The Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama is correct, and you do have the advantage. Category is to name the country or region associated with the following native dishes. Okay. Number 1, smorgasbord or spread of appetizers.
Swedish.
Sweden, the name of the country, Sweden is correct. Poi, a fermented paste from the root of the taro plant.
Japan.
Incorrect, it's Hawaii. Goulash, a beef stew.
German.
Incorrect, goes with Hungary. Back to speed for a new advantage. How do you spell ablative? Yes, Hilldale.
Oblative.
Incorrect. Riverfield. Yes.
Ablative.
Correct. You have the advantage. Your category is who was president when? Okay. Number 1, the federal income tax law was passed.
Eisenhower.
Incorrect. It is Taft. The Star-Spangled Banner was written.
Jefferson.
Incorrect. It's Madison. The Star-Spangled Banner was adopted as our national anthem.
John Quincy Adams.
Incorrect. Herbert Hoover. Back to speed. Jerry decides to disturb the universe In what 1974 Robert Cormier novel about a twisted fundraising effort at the Trinity School? That would be The Chocolate War. Still looking for an advantage. I'm going to give you an epithet describing a famous person, then I'll give you 4 names. You match this historical individual with the appropriate description. The gadfly of Athens. Is it Attila the Hun, Napoleon, Socrates, or Shakespeare? Yes, Riverfield.
Socrates.
Socrates is correct. You have the advantage again. Your category this time is the Bible. Number 1. What second book of the Old Testament gets its name from a Greek word meaning a... Exodus is correct. Many teenage sons rebel against the authority of their father, but what was the name of King David's son who raised an army in rebellion against his father?
John.
Incorrect. It's Absalom. What city was Jonah trying to avoid going to before he was thrown into the sea and swallowed by the big fish?
Nazareth.
Incorrect. It's Nineveh. That's all right. Speed for a new advantage. God commanded Moses to count the children of Israel. In which book of the Old Testament? Yes, Hilldale.
Deuteronomy.
Incorrect. Riverfield. Yes.
Judges.
Incorrect. Math teacher's favorite book, the Book of Numbers. Still looking for an advantage. The Afro-Asiatic language family includes Akkadian, Amharic, and Hebrew, but which Afro-Asiatic language has the most speakers? Yes, Riverfield.
Arabic.
Arabic is correct. Advantage to you. Category is states. Number 1. Which state was named for the wife of Charles I, Queen Henrietta Maria? Maryland is correct. Which state's name is a Russian version of an Eskimo word?
Alaska.
Indiana.
Incorrect. It is Alaska.
Oh.
Which state's name means mountainous in Latin?
Montana.
Montana is correct. In the Harry Potter novels, breeding them was outlawed by the 1709 Warlocks Convention. Yes, Riverfield.
Dragons.
Dragons is correct. Advantage back to you. Your category is, when it introduced the zip code in 1963, the post office authorized 2-letter abbreviations for each state. I'll name the state, you give the abbreviation. Number 1, Washington.
W-A.
Correct. Wisconsin.
W-I.
Correct. Oregon.
O-R.
Correct. Herbert Hoover was sworn in as President of the United States by which ex-president? Yes, Riverfield.
Coolidge.
Incorrect. It is. I'm sorry. Sorry. Yes, you do get a chance, Hilldale. Yes.
Harrison.
Incorrect. I almost blew that for you guys, but it is Taft at the time he was Chief Justice. Rank the 4 major league sports in order of the number of games each team plays in the regular season. And do that from highest to lowest. Yes.
Baseball, basketball, football, hockey.
Incorrect. Riverfield. Yes.
Basketball, baseball, football, hockey.
Incorrect. Baseball's tops 162, basketball with 82, hockey with 80, football with 16. That's all right. Oh, and that timer means that the advantage round is over. Riverfield stands with 90 points and Hilldale with 55 points. And now it's time to test the team's ability to think on their feet as we present the Whirlwind Round. In the Whirlwind Round, the trailing team gets to pick from 1 to 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer that category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. Regardless, that team will have 60 seconds to answer as many of the 10 questions in that category as possible, with each correct answer being worth 10 points. Then the other team gets their 1-minute shot at 1 to 3 categories and answering as many of those 10 questions as possible. Should the trailing team choose a category for the leading team will choose a category for the trailing team. We keep things fair and square here, right? Should any team correctly answer all 10 of their questions within the minute, they will receive 10 bonus points. All right, Hilldale, you are trailing at the moment. Your categories are astronomy, a mystery category, or Shakespeare? Are you choosing for yourselves or for Riverfield?
Mystery.
Mystery. Okay. For you guys or for them? Okay. Mystery for you all. Your 1 minute timer will begin after I read the first question. The mystery category. The Latin roots circ or circum means around. For each of the following definitions, give the word which contains this Latin root. Ready? Number 1, the boundary line of a circle.
Circumference. Circumference.
Correct. Evasion in speech or writing, a roundabout way of expressing something.
Circumnavigate.
Incorrect. To sail or fly completely around.
Circumnavigate.
Correct. To draw a line around or encircle.
Enclose.
Incorrect. Evidence which tends to prove a fact by proving other related events.
Circumstantial.
Correct. Careful to consider all related circumstances or consequences, otherwise prudent.
Pass.
A Jewish rite performed on male infants is a sign of inclusion of the covenant between God and Abraham.
Circumcision.
Correct. An accent used to mark the length, contraction, or a particular vowel quality.
Huh? Circuit.
Incorrect. That would be circumflex. That's all right. Riverfield, you get your chance to handle the whirlwind round. Your categories are astronomy, Shakespeare, or sports talk. What would you like?
Astronomy. We'll go with astronomy.
Astronomy. Okay. We can do that. Again, your 60 seconds begins after I finish the first question. Ready? What is the name for a pattern formed by a group of stars?
Constellation.
Correct. What name is given to immense systems of billions of stars?
Galaxy.
Correct. What is the prevalent theory for the origin of the universe called?
Big Bang Theory.
Correct. How many times does the Earth revolve around the sun per year?
Once.
Correct. The tilt of the Earth's axis accounts for what?
The seasons.
Correct. What did these stars have in common? Sirius, Vega, Regal, Canopus, Alpha Centauri.
They're all bigger than the sun.
Incorrect. What is the term for the path followed by a body in space?
Orbit.
Correct. What is the name for the first U.S. manned space program?
Odyssey.
Incorrect. What is the name for America's first Earth-orbiting space station?
Pass.
Name either of the two astronauts who piloted the first space shuttle Columbia.
Aldrin.
Incorrect. That'd be John Young or Roger Crippen. Okay, good job. Well played. And after the third round, the Riverfield Ravens with 150 points, the Hilldale Hornets with 95 points. How about we do a few more speed questions, wrap up this match, yes? Are you ready?
Yeah.
You want questions?
Yeah.
I want answers. Back to speed. The natural insulating material that comes from ducks and geese is used in apparel and sleeping bags. What's it called? Yes, Hilldale.
Down.
Down is correct. She was influenced by Henry James, and her interests were centered mainly in the changing society of New York City. Name this female satirist, known especially for her novel, Ethan Frome. That would be Edith Wharton. Math question. Change the decimal 0.96 to a reduced fraction of lowest terms. Yes, Riverfield.
24/25?
Correct. Hamlet was the Prince of Denmark in Shakespeare's immortal play. Who in the play was the Prince of Norway? That would be Fortinbras. More speed. An author who interrupts the action of a play to insert a scene from a previous time is using what device? Yes, Hilldale.
Flashback.
That is correct. A minimum 30% tax on the wealthy is supported by what wealthy Hungarian with a palindromic last name? Can't see. Yes, okay, Hilldale.
Buffett.
Incorrect. Riverfield, you got a chance? Okay, that'd be George Soros. George Soros. 4 South American countries have coastlines touching the Pacific Ocean. Name 3 of them. Yes, Hilldale.
Chile, Colombia, and Peru.
That is correct. Ecuador is the 4th. Good. If you multiply the diameter of a circle by pi, what's your product? Yes, Riverfield.
The circumference.
That is correct. In April, U.S. federal agents discovered 2 drug smuggling tunnels beneath the Mexican border. Both were surfacing in San Diego area warehouses and outfitted with what systems for moving drugs? Yes, Hilldale.
Rail car.
Rail car, rail system, yes. The North American Indian used a long-stemmed ornamental peace pipe for ceremonial purposes. By what other name is the peace pipe known? Yes, Hilldale.
Clay pipe.
Incorrect. Riverfield. Yes, go ahead.
Pipe.
Incorrect. The calumets. Calumets. Burgundy is a district in France. In what country is the Crimea located? Yes, Hilldale. I'm sorry?
Ukraine.
Ukraine is correct. 1 million men were killed in this battle, which began February 21st, 1916. What battle was it? That would be the Battle of Verdun. Byron, Coleridge, Keats, Shelley, and Wordsworth were the 5 great English Romantic poets. One of them composed the poem Adonais on the death of another of the 5. Identify both of them. Okay, you did make it in. Yes, you did make it in.
Wordsworth and Coleridge.
Incorrect. Hilldale, yes?
Wordsworth and Shelley.
Incorrect. It was Shelley on the death of Keats. Shelley and death of Keats. Who was the first president to die in office? Yes, Hilldale.
Harrison.
Harrison is correct. I'll name a Greek deity. You identify their Roman counterparts. Ares. Yes, Hilldale.
Mars.
Mars is correct. What chemical is most widely used in keeping swimming pools clean? Yes, Riverfield.
Chlorine.
Chlorine is correct. In which world capital would you visit the Tivoli Gardens amusement park and the Christiansborg Palace? I'll give it to you. The tie goes to the teams. Yes, go ahead.
Paris.
Not Paris. Hilldale, you get a chance? Yes, go ahead.
Washington, D.C.
Incorrect. Copenhagen. Copenhagen. A cobbler mends shoes. What does a tinker mend? Yes, Hilldale.
Toys.
Incorrect. Riverfield. Yes.
Watches.
Incorrect. It'd be pots and pans. Good guess on the toys, though. At an altitude of 1 mile, it's the largest city between Kansas City and the West Coast. Yes, Hilldale.
Denver.
Denver is correct. Matt. Oh, that timer means that the competition is over. Final score stands at Riverfield Ravens with 180 points and the Hilldale Hornets with 175 points. Wonderful match, both Ravens and Hornets. But the Riverfield Ravens will advance and will return in a few weeks to compete against last week's winner, the Inola Longhorns. But before we see them, we'll be seeing the returning Caney Valley Trojans taking on the Mounds Eagles. Come back next week and see who has the answers here on I Want Answers. To view previous I Want Answers episodes, please visit us on the web at rsu.tv or look us up and like us on Facebook. Just search for I Want Answers. And don't forget about YouTube. We're on there as well. Just subscribe to RSU Public TV. Thank you, teams, for playing. Thank you, audience, for joining us as we explore the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic teams. If you knew some of the answers, thank a teacher. But if you know freedom, thank a soldier. Until next time, I'm Jeff Gaffin saying so long, everyone.
I Want Answers is made possible by...
After finishing high school, I immediately got married and started my family. Without a college degree, I found that pretty quickly my options were limited. When I started looking around for a college program for working adults, I quickly found that Rogers State was a great fit. They worked with me to get financial aid, offered classes that fit my busy schedule, and gave me personalized attention that I couldn't get at a larger school. Rogers State definitely started me on my professional career.
And by...
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA's low-cost, reliable power touches 75 of 77 counties in Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes in the state, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Today, GRDA's 500-member workforce continues to produce the same power for progress that has benefited the state for over 75 years.
And by...
At OU, you become
a free thinker,
a trailblazer,
a teammate,
you become relentless,
artistic,
passionate,
innovative.
OU's #1 in the nation in the number of National Merit Scholars enrolled at a public university and is a leading institution for academic excellence and value.
This is OU.
This is OU.
This is OU.
This is OU, the University of Oklahoma.
And by...
We face the day with purpose. We speak truthfully, if we need to speak at all. Promises are what we keep. Anger is what we don't. Whatever must be done, we do it. Until it's done. Until it's right. We show respect and work to earn it. We live this code. We are this code.
We are cowboys.
Are you a cowboy?
And by...
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.